Hi everybody, this video is designed to help you approach your personal development skills, PDS, Unit 1 at an intermediate level. The purpose of this unit is to help you develop specific skills to the workplace and abilities for that workplace as well. It's also designed to help you strengthen your intangible work readiness skills such as communication, teamwork, etc. The work you're meant to be doing is focused largely on the physical work. The paperwork is not overly large, as much as there does appear to be a lot. I'll talk you through it all now so that you have a bit of an awareness. You start your booklet from page 1 to 6 with outcomes 1 and 2. This is project planning. The first page asks you to identify the issue and then tell us what your project's going to be. I recommend you start backwards. Start with this bottom question. What is your proposed solution? So what is your project? And work backwards to tell me what the issue you wish to address is. So if your project is to paint a wall, the issue is that the wall's very bland and it's not very good looking. And this could relate to well-being. It could relate to environmental responsibilities if you're sending a message in your painting about recycling or something like that, and just explain how that is the case. Once that's done, you need to go through the steps that you're going to follow in detail. Assume that we know nothing and talk us through every step. So tell me what the step is, tell me why that step is necessary, and give us a date as to which you aim to complete that by. Again, be as detailed as possible. There's lots of space there for you. After that, you need to go through your resources. This could be tools, it could be materials that you need, but tell us what it is you need and why you need it. After that, just tell us who the peers or adult mentors are who can help you with the project. Tell us how they can help you and get them to look at your plan and offer some suggestions. You then need to get people to agree to help you do your project. So if it is at home, then you're more than welcome to get family to help you. Otherwise, you're going to have to ask for support online, and we'll give that to you online. You then need to get your project approved from a staff member, so send it through so that we can have a look at it. If they suggest any changes, I've included the project plan, resources, etc. again so that you can make any changes if necessary. After that, tell us, what are the requirements for your project? How are we going to know it's successful? Identify some positive factors that influence individual behaviour and impact participation in the project. So, for instance, it could be that you have a personal interest in doing the activity. It could be that you are interested in helping out the group. How can you make these things happen or make them occur even more often? So how can you develop a passion in someone to make this the case? And what are some negative factors that influence individual behaviour and impact participation in the activity or project? So bad things, I suppose. It could be that you had a fight with your friends the day before. How can you get over that? It could be that there's no resources or something like that, and having to wait for that is annoying and you don't like doing that. How can you avoid these? So planning, I suppose, would be a good one. And what knowledge do you need to successfully complete the project? What skills do you need for the project? And what are some processes and procedures for achieving goals which you're going to use? So setting goals, making a timeline, having people in charge, etc. Again, make sure you submit these so that we can get them approved. Once we've done that, you're up to the work itself. The first time you do this, you do need to do some readings. They start on page 10 and they go through to page 33. These only need to be done once throughout the course of the unit. There are readings on self-management skills, time management, personal skills, stress management, resilience, effective communication and active listening, problem-solving strategies to avoid or resolve conflict, interpersonal skills of people in leadership roles, and leadership styles. At the end of each article, there's a series of questions that you do need to answer, 3 or 4 questions. Again, these only need to be done once for the entire unit. There are booklets that don't have these readings in it for the second and third time that you do a project, or PDS1, and the page numbers change accordingly. But after page 33, you are going to be looking at some work diaries. These need to be done every day that you do physical work so that we can keep a track record of the work that you're doing. The questions themselves that you need to complete are fairly self-explanatory, but I'll quickly go through them now so that you're aware of them. There's 2 pages for a work diary. Again, make sure you do them every day you do physical work. Don't let them build up. And we need photos of the work that you're doing so that we can authenticate the work that you have done. So, starting simply, what did you do today? How did you rate your performance and explain? Did you achieve anything significant today? For instance, so got the subfloor in or whatever it is. What are the equipment and materials you used today, and why were they necessary? What are some positive or negative factors which influenced behaviour and impacted participation in the project? How did you deal with them? So, for instance, were certain people in your group fighting? Did you have a blue with mum the night before and it caused issues? And how did you deal with that? How did the processes and procedures you implemented help you achieve your goals? So, did having a schedule work? Did having specific responsibilities for people work? How did you implement time management skills? How did you implement personal skills? How did you implement effective communication skills? These are all from the readings that you should have done before this. We continue on. Problem-solving skills, interpersonal skills, leadership styles. Describe a discussion you had in which you were required to express opinion to others. What were the skills you evidenced as an effective leader and explain? Rate your own leadership skills. Identify and explain skills. How did your skills develop or improve? How did your group work together? What strategies can you use to improve your performance, and anything else that you need to add? All of these are relatively self-explanatory, especially after the first couple of times you do it. They shouldn't take a massive amount of time. If you do have questions or concerns, don't be afraid to yell out though. The last thing you need to do when you're finished is do a project reflection. These are on page 7 and 8. So your personal reflection is on page 8. What did you achieve throughout the project? What challenges did you encounter? What have you subsequently learnt from this project? How would you rate your own performance and explain? And what would you do differently next time? A staff member also needs to do a reflection. It is on page 7. You can either email that through or you can wait until you see us in person. PDS1 and the booklet need to be done at least 3 times to help you achieve the unit, Personal Development Skills Unit 1. We would expect 2 of these activities to have been done by the end of Term 1. The third should be done by the end of Week 5 in Term 2. If you have any questions or concerns about this, please don't hesitate to ask us. Email it through and we will help you where possible. If you have any questions or concerns, please ask. Stay safe. Thank you.